so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They took it to 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. Wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went? Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot you'll see where all the sun rage went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 60 or.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 63 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. They'll try the draw now with Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2.
Let's go.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run at Sayers, right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Goff. Nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's moving, he's moving.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, wahoo!
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59.
Goff now looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Shift 12.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Got it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught here by Griffin. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Block. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the edge.
Maverick Wall.
Slam.
Greystone travel. Two.
Out of the gun. Gone. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, Shell. We go 76. 76. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 5'9". Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get
14.
Come get some.
14.
He don't want it.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check 59.
A run. This is Sayers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now Sayers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check nickel. Hey.
They'll try and run for it with Sayers. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Sayers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke, screen play, Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped. Happy up here sometimes.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 10-2 soft.
Keep it up. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Go. Get it.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down.
Down. 30 base.
Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Good job.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check, 59.
Now Goff. It's Williams on the catch. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
76.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Goff now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Super. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back. Jim. 49. 5.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, 7, 5.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Sayers. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check motion, 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 motion.
Coleman now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
He's coming. 6-6. Pull it high.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Ric Flair.
Hey, motion backfield. Motion backfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. He's got Fuller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Value 1.
He's coming. Double up. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the screen.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack on 1st down, McSorley, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, look at me. Zipper. Go. Snap.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And he he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Ric Flair.
They run with Sayers. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Ric Flair.
On first down, they run with Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give, running left at Sayers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the curls. Watch the curls. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. 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 Over. Over. Roy. Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9. You remember me?
Shell.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
White Wing.
Check. 59. Check. Watch the twist. Slam. Joker.
Here's a give now to Sayers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. From the 38, McSorley throwing the out route and complete. It's Griffin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is McSorley. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Maverick.
Screen. Watch the screen.
Now it's gone. And he's got Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Sayers. 20! A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Say, kill. Hey, turn it out. Check. Lucky. Watch twist.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 31. Kill.
Coleman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Play action. It's gone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now parking for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
218, chopper. 5.
Here's McSorley to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McSorley. This is Johnson. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. The end result, 21 yards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people watching this one right here gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, check.
Hey, exit.
Did you swerve on? Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now Goff. It's complete to Fuller. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
All day, baby, all day. Check, hey, wahoo. 59, Mike to 59.
One last throw here for Goff. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman.
Let's go, boy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you doing. I ruin it.